Tried to get a refund, see, he said it's not allowed. The seller said to buy that all it's done is tumble down. Just huddle out aside it, pray that it turns around. Because it's too late to sell the high. It's too late to sell the high. Welcome everybody to Noun O'Clock Live at the Noun Square with Lil Bubble. We got Lil Bubble live. I mean, this isn't Lil Bubble live. This is Lil Bubble on YouTube, but we do have Lil Bubble live also, too. Both live and on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. If you're just joining us, please retweet the room. That always helps, especially when we're on these DGen hours. I know Lil Bubble's in Australia, so it's probably a reasonable time for him, but for some of us, it's like 1:30 in the morning, 1:37 to be exact. But we're still here. We're still grooving. Retweet the room so people can remember. They might have set their alarm, but they probably woke up groggy and they're like, what did I set my alarm for again? And they might just see your retweet and be like, oh yeah, fucking 9 o'clock live in the middle of the night. How did I forget? Helps us a lot. That's how you woke up, isn't it, Al?
Literally, though. I was like, all right, I gotta stay up for these shows.
Awesome. Well, 9 o'clock live. What is it? Why are you here? We are here to celebrate the end of the daily NounsDAO auction. Today, you can follow along by joining us in your browser at nounoclock.app. If you go to that site, you will see noun 573, which is a thumbs up noun. It's just okay. We FOMO'd that yesterday, and it is currently sitting at a nice healthy price of 35.7 ETH. The auction is ongoing with 4 minutes and 44 seconds left. So what we're going to do is we're going to banter, we're going to chat a little bit, get to know each other for the next 4 minutes or so, watch the end of the auction. When that auction ends, what I was just about to say, what will we do, Robot Fish Girl? And then she fell off the stage. You know, happens to the best of us. So I guess you're up, Al. What will happen at the end of the auction?
After this, we're gonna play a super fun game called the fomonouns. I don't know if anyone here is familiar.
Okay, sounds fun.
Well, pretty sure we're gonna have a couple games, but obviously we're gonna start with fomonouns, and we're gonna vote on our favorite nouns to try to mint the next one, and that's coming up in like 4 minutes here.
Assuming we don't get any more bids. That's one of the fun things about this show is we never know how much longer we'll have to banter because it could be 4 minutes, it could be 34 minutes, depending on if there's a bidding war or not. But we shall see. I mean, 1:30 in the morning, 1:39 in the morning EST, healthy bid of 35.7. Maybe everyone else is asleep. Who knows? Maybe this will be the last bid. But another possible thing that could happen is 0x5 AFF with 119 ETH in his wallet, who bid 35 ETH prior to this, might just take another stab at it. You never know. Wait, is 35.7? Is that that doesn't look like it's enough of a jump from 35. Interesting. I guess it must be. Anyhow, I'm talking aloud as I'm watching the auction, but that's what we do here. So in 3 minutes and 6 seconds, if there's no further bids, like Al said, we will go and play fomonouns. After we're done with fomonouns, we have another fun game that we play here that we actually developed in-house with Volky combined with some folks here from TNS, and it is called nomonouns. And the idea of nomonouns is, you'll see later when we play fomonouns, it can be quite sad when you want to mint a noun, but everyone doesn't agree with you. And you lose that noun, and he goes into the land of no-mo. So with no-mo nouns, you have the opportunity to save your favorite no-mo noun by clicking it until your wrist hurts or until you have a migraine headache, and then you can save that noun and mint it. So
excited for that.
Oh, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome back,
I'm so excited for my phone to work, too.
Yeah. Well, it was great. I literally I looked at my computer screen for a second, and then the words "robot fish girl" were coming out of my mouth, and then I realized you had tumbled off of the stage. So I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. Minor concussion. It's fine. Don't worry about
Hey,
it.
I know when I listen when I listen to Little Bubble, it makes you want to crowd surf too. So you probably just wanted to go for a little
Yeah,
crowd
no,
surf.
that's basically what happened. I mean, nobody caught me, but the impulse was there.
Well, that's on 87 Bones. He's probably a little bit sleepy. He should have caught you, and next time he promises he will catch you when you jump off the stage. Little Bubble, thank you so much for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you. Davin, thank you for lining this up. Guys, if you don't know who Little Bubble is, you are in for a treat. He does some amazing crypto themed satirical music. And it's not just like, some people make satirical music and the music's not great, so it's only really good because it's funny. But Little Bubbles is actually both good and funny. So I mean, that's pretty good. And he
Hey,
sometimes
hey,
speaks also.
mic
Hey,
check.
hey,
You got me?
we got you. We got
Awesome.
you,
Yeah,
man.
you're loud
Hey,
and
how's it going?
clear.
Thank you for having me.
And
Great to be here.
and like clockwork, as soon as you spoke, we got another bid, by the way, of 36.5 ETH from a new bidder. So it looks like we might be here for a while with some 4 minute by 4 minute banter. So why don't you give us a brief introduction to add on to what I've just said to anyone here who doesn't know who you are and what you do?
Sure. First of all, I'm just feeding my 2-year-old daughter some pasta. So if you hear a few words in the background, that's who that's from. She's currently telling me not to give her any broccoli. So I'm I'm doing my best to fight that one. But yeah, so Little Bubble, basically, um, back in the bear market of 2018, I decided to lean right into the crypto moon boy stereotype as a cheesy spaceman character and started writing some crypto parody music about the market, which was currently falling off a cliff. And that's been, I guess, a good 4 or 5 years now. And I think there might even be almost 50 music videos on my YouTube at this point. Um, but yeah,
And
so
this entire time, you just couldn't wait for another bear market, right? You were like, "Oh man, these bull markets are so bad for the satirical crypto music industry.
yeah, look,
I need a bear. I need me a bear market."
there's pros and cons with both. The bull market has a lot more of an audience, so the numbers are higher. But yeah, I guess Lil Bubble was born in the bear market, and that's when most of the satirical kind of content can come more easily, I suppose. But yeah, basically put a tongue-in-cheek spin on the market events, whether they're bullish or bearish, and yeah, been doing a mix of parody remixes and starting to venture into some original songs now. So developing Lil Bubble as an actual artist. It just started as a joke, and I only really intended to do one song, and it kind of took off, and there was just kind of one after the other from there, and it snowballed to where we are now. I think there's over 8 million views and counting on the music videos, and
That's awesome, man.
yeah,
Congratulations on
cheers,
that.
man.
Those
Performed
are
at
some big numbers.
Block Show Singapore. That was fun. And recently, last year, performed at Binance Blockchain Week in Paris, and then NFT Fest in Australia. So I've done a few international performances as Little Bubble, which was really definitely something not on the cards when I bought a $100 spacesuit and filmed a music video up the road from my house with one of my mates. But here we are.
That's amazing. We need to get you in some kind of a collaboration with Mike Mongo, like do like a spaceman type collaboration,
Oh,
because
that'd be
he's
so cool.
For
he's an
sure.
actual spaceman. No, no offense, no offense. Like you
None
look great in a
taken.
spacesuit, also.
I'm a cheapo. I'm the
But that would be cool.
I'm the spaceman from Wish. It's okay.
The wish. You're the wish, Mike Mongo. I wouldn't say that. No, I wouldn't say
Dollar store Mike Monk.
that. No, well, I mean, I think you can sing better than Mike Mongo. I love him, but I heard that his karaoke is not nothing to shake a stick at. I'm gonna be sued now for libel. So we've got 2 minutes and 35 seconds just on auction watch here. We have had a couple bids come in. So now we're sitting at 37.23. They like the thumbs up. They like the thumbs up. Must be all those Zoomers
It is a
bidding on
very
this
clean
this
noun.
thumbs up. It's pretty clean, and it's the first thumbs up
Is
ever.
it?
I mean, not like not in the world, but in nouns. Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying.
So We had a fun thread yesterday when we posted that it was the most passive-aggressive noun ever, and you guys did a great job rating that thread with nothing but thumbs up signs. So that was great.
Yeah, does hindsight hate us now?
I think he thought it was great. Al, can you?
Okay.
Can you find that actually and pin it up if you don't mind while we're chatting here?
Yeah, who was it?
We also have
tweet?
to pick a winner.
Yeah,
no,
it was
a tweet from the Noun Square.
Okay.
Last night, and it said the most passive aggressive noun. We minted the most passive aggressive noun of all time. Great, and then I did CC hindsight because the story there is that a few weeks back we were DMing about the state of the DAO. Spaces that we were going to hold, and he had just found out from his kids or someone from the Zoomer generation that the thumbs up was now considered passive aggressive, and his entire life felt like a lie. So that's why we had to CC hindsight on that particular tweet. And then live on Spaces, awesome. We challenged you guys to all go and comment nothing but thumbs up in a giant thread, and of course, you guys delivered. So we will choose a winner from all of you thumbs uppers. Thumbs uppers, is that the correct terminology? I believe so. Anyhow, Little Bubble, what's new with you? That's the backstory. Now bring us to the present. What new stuff do you have to share with us tonight? Yeah, I believe. Wait, before you answer that, sorry, I just went back to the auction.
30 seconds left, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were getting another bid, but I guess not. So 26 seconds left. Hold that thought, Little Bubble. Let it bubble to the top right after FOMO and NOMO. Because it does look like we are going to play FOMO. This auction is going to be over in 16 seconds at a price of $37.
fomonouns.wtf.
fomonouns.wtf. Little Bubble, you better come play with us as well. Maybe we can get you some kind of I don't know. What kind of head do you want, Bubble?
Is there a little bubble?
I want a space head. One of the planets.
A space head, like a Saturn?
Yeah. Yeah,
Saturn or a moon.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saturn or moon.
Okay. Something
Let's get you a Jupiter.
Yeah.
I will auto vote yes, Jupiter.
Yeah. All right.
So we have Little Bubble feeding Littler Bubble, and then we have Giant Bubble.
How about a
maximum head size Bubble?
This is how I get all my pies delivered in a pie taxi. That is a really.
That is an aesthetic orangutan.
With the black glasses, he looks like an orangutan librarian.
Dang, that was actually a pretty good one.
It's like
I had my eyes on the prize. I want Jupiter.
Cozy banana. And it doesn't have to be Jupiter. It just has to be, astronomical. Astronomical? Is that correct?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Jupiter. If we do get Jupiter, I'll now know what Woody feels like.
That's a safety square. Those are important.
Few players. I see we have very few players with us today.
If you're in the space, make sure you come play. It's fun to play. fomonouns.wtf. It's free to play, and it's fun to play.
It's free to play. It's fun to play. We need a third thing in there.
It's FOMO to play.
Hey!
A pie popsicle? A pie-sicle?
Pie-sicle? That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say
Explorer, green.
Oh, this is actually.
When we tried to get this for Martin, he was nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
But we did Nomo. Oh, it must have been because we Nomoed it. Anyway.
It's aesthetic, but
this is that's pretty aesthetic. No, we said astronomy, not astrology. Close though, very close.
Very close.
Yeah. Oh, it's here.
I was joking, but I got it. This is a nice one too.
I'm so happy.
We got it.
Is that like a hidden cardinal or what?
You cannot believe how the stars have aligned. The stars have aligned, really.
The stars have aligned.
Actually, Jupiter is a planet, Davin. Jeez, no, I'm just kidding.
The planets have aligned, and yes, that is a hidden cardinal.
Oh, it is a hidden cardinal. Yeah.
The only other one I think that has that, I want to say, is 120. I don't know. I'm not caught up on the accessories. We have Nomo.
I was like,
Jupiter just says that
Nomo.wtf.
next game.
So what's Nomo? What's Nomo? What are we doing here?
Nomo is a game where we have a whole bunch of the nouns, all of the ones that we just saw during FOMO, and then in short cases like this, a bunch from before. And we pick our favorite. You choose your character. And spam click it as much as you can. We're going to get that noun to mint.
Go!
And I'll explain what that means later. I'm going for this orang. Actually, I'm going for the loungewear banana.
Yeah, I think if you have any yes, the orangutan is going right at you right now.
I'm going for Invisible Island.
So, I don't know if he's
Sometimes I feel like going on vacation to Invisible Island.
Oh, God.
I can't look at Invisible Island without thinking of like Fire Island.
What's the name of this head? Like what the head? Is this like
I would love to answer whatever question you just asked, but I can't hear you over the sound of popping bubbles that are Woody's mouth.
Who's voting for
Little
the
bubbles.
toothpaste?
no, it goes to the orangutan. I see the orangutan.
I am determined to keep this crystal ball in the running.
Okay, I'll help you. It's pretty nice.
It's so nice with the lightning bolt accessory. It's so nice.
I abandoned my Invisible Island just for you. All right, guys, final round. Final round. Get ready to mash.
Oh my God!
Final round.
In the yellow background.
And astrological.
Fight!
Oh my God! This is.
Oh, wow.
I thought we were getting the orangutan. I don't know where I was coming from.
Oh, it's a tight race.
This is very close.
Tight race.
This is gonna be tight. Hey, we got it.
Oh man. You know what?
Ow, my hands hurt. Al, I swear to God.
Wow, you know what, Robot Fish
I'm
Girl?
back.
Who could have seen that coming?
Sorry, Robot Fish.
You know, I thought that eventually it would hurt less.
The crystal ball.
Did you already mint it?
Because okay. So if you wanted to mint a Nomo, what would you do, and why would you do that, Al? You're getting all the hard questions today.
I was like, oh no. Well, you could mint right here on the website. So basically, all the proceeds from this game that we've built are going to help basically fund the show. So for basically the price of a cup of coffee, you can mint the Nomo that we want today and help support us.
And I don't know if you guys saw the tweet yesterday, but we just took a look at the transactions yesterday and up to date. We wanted to thank you guys for supporting TNS, helping us and playing this with us every day. And we've been able to contribute 6 ETH so far in the past month towards the daily operations of TNS, which is from Nomo, just from Nomo.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Just a start, but I mean, it's a good start anyway of exploring crypto native ways of becoming less dependent on funding from the DAO to be able to continue to do this for you guys every single day. So thanks a lot for joining us. And yeah, it's fun to mint commemorative things like Nomos. Remember that you were here. Costs like Gal said, less than a cup of coffee. And we've got some interesting gamification coming down the line. And I hate to use the word utility, but you know, there's going to be some drops that are coming that you will only be able to access if you hold Nomos in your wallet. So some interesting extra bonuses in addition to the fun of just owning Nomo. They do get more expensive as time goes on as an incentive to be here with us on the show when they are minted. Every 15 minutes they go up in price by a little bit, and by later in the day they actually are quite expensive. So get them now while they're hot. And that's it. Back to our guest. Do you have that one queued up, RFG? I can probably find it. There it is.
Now back to the guest.
Little bubble.
Hey.
I had just asked you a question and then had to like rudely interrupt you and yank the chain right after the words left my mouth. So I apologize for that. But please do tell us what is new in the little bubble world.
Man, I've actually got a lot of things going on, a lot of things being going on. And you guys will be happy to know that a lot of it is actually
24 hours from now until the next 9 o'clock live. So
all right, buckle in. Yeah, a lot of it's actually Nounish, which you guys might be pleased to know. I'm currently developing my own Nouns fork. So been working on an NFT collection of my own for a while now, but recently decided to move in a more Nounish direction with not only the traits and stuff, but with the auction mechanism and the release mechanics and stuff, because I think that's kind of one of the most creative and I guess the fairest approaches to distribution and that type of thing. And yeah, so I'm kind of borrowing, forking nouns, borrowing some the halving mechanic from Garmin's NAS, where the auctions will start as 15-minute auctions, and then every 1,000 that time will double. So they kind of halve in emissions, similar to what Bitcoin does. But yeah, that's only one thing. I'm always working on new parodies, and I've also got a whole album of original material, probably closer to 2 albums at this point. They've been piling up. Music videos for those, got a clothing line and stuff. But I guess one of the main reasons why my man Davin brought me up here today is to chat about a small grants proposal that I've currently got up on Discourse. So I've written as I tend to do, I prepare most of my music well in advance of market events. That's kind of the only way you can keep up with crypto and how fast these things go. But I've got a song done called All Time High, and now very obviously it is not relevant today, but I did the same thing last bear market and prepared well in advance. And so I've got the song done, and I've had a professional music video planned out with an Aussie production agency. So we'll be shooting a really kind of high budget polished music video in a huge beachside mansion with a bunch of models partying with Lil Bubble, which would be kind of funny. But they're going to be driving like a fleet of mini luxury cars alongside Lil Bubble and his, or my little Lambo. Excuse the third person, but Lil Bubble's kind of a character. It gets a bit confusing. And going to bring on as many of my IRL Web3 friends as I can. I might get Garmy in the mix with his Noun 189 skateboard and excuse me. And yeah, a few other surprise guests. But I also want to feature Nouns glasses or noggles quite prominently in the video. I think that could really spice things up and like have models wear those and have them on all the special guests and that type of thing. And so the music video will obviously be prepared well in advance of the next all-time high, but it will be released as we break it, which will be kind of similar to what I did last time. I think the previous one got over 400,000 views, so it's quite a euphoric time to release an anthem like that. So yeah, the intent is for that to become like a celebratory anthem for all the DJs and drop that during the peak market euphoria. And yeah, so I'm keen to have some nounish elements involved in that one. That's what the proposal is. It's just a small grant. That one's up on Discourse now if anybody wants to have a read through. And if you feel like supporting me in that one, just drop a comment and show some support. It'd be greatly appreciated, and we'll see if we can get it passed and make some cool content.
Hey, Bubble, do you have a tweet with that by chance that we could pin?
No, that would have been really handy, wouldn't it? But I haven't even tweeted that yet. That's just on.
I wonder if Davin might be able to find it, if possible, to try to tweet it and pin it.
Yeah.
No big deal if not, but if you know where to find it, that'd be great to have as reference.
If we can't pin it up, then we just heard it on audio, and then it just happens to be a little bit of.
I was waiting for that.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll pin it up on top. You can check it on top. I'll pin it on top of space.
Oh, thanks, Davin. Awesome.
Awesome.
Is this a small grant through Nouns or through NARS?
That's through Nouns. Yeah.
Through Nouns.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I've also got some plans in the works with Davin as well for some more NARS specific things. So we're gonna work on some gnarly music, some CCO music for those guys to use in their extreme sports videos and have some fun with that too. So that should be cool as well.
Sounds good. The video that you described earlier. I'm going to pass it over to you in a sec here, Davin, so you can get into the NARS stuff that is planned. But I just wanted to say, Lil Bubble, that the video that you described earlier, it kind of gives me vibes of like Lil Dicky's video that he did for Save That Money. Do you remember that video?
Yeah,
he went
100%.
into the Holiday Hills.
Yeah,
they went into the Holiday Hills and they like went door to door until some old lady allowed them to use her mansion for the video. Anyway, it was kind of giving me those vibes. Yeah. All right, Davin, go for it. I know you wanted to chat about a few things that are in the works with NounsDAO X Lil Bubble, so let's hear it.
Yeah, but before I get into like the NAS part, I wanted to ask you, Bapo, like how long have you been like producing, and how did you start? Like especially with the production part of it, because you make all your music. Maybe you can give us a history on that.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, my background is definitely more of production, and the vocals are kind of something that developed as Lil Bubble came on the scene. So, yeah, I'm kind of getting a bit better, but by all means, I'm not a singer. I'm a producer mainly, and actually a guitarist first and foremost. But I grew up playing in bands and kind of transitioned into more like EDM style production and DJing when I was just kind of after high school, I guess. Like, when all the guys sort of got jobs and the bands were having less time to practice and that type of thing, I could do everything myself. So I've spent a bit of time in the Aussie nightclub circuit for a few years, DJing and producing some kind of bass music, some kind of more trappy future bass type stuff. I guess I've been producing probably nearly 10 or 15 years now. So yeah, to answer that question, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, and maybe I'm just blazing through here the questions because I know we are done with the formal, but I wanted to ask you, what's your take on CC0, like CC0 music, CC0 art? As an artist, as a creative, how do you feel about, releasing your blood, sweat, and tears essentially to be used for free on the internet? What do you think about that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it makes the most sense. In the culture that's developing at the moment. Like you've got a big, and that's how I kind of got my roots in the production in the early SoundCloud EDM days. There was a big remix culture, and it was kind of a free for all. And obviously SoundCloud went a bit. I think they kind of dealt with a lot of legal issues and stuff, and they become kind of more strict on the remixes and that type of thing. But yeah, back in the day, that's how I got my start. I think it's kind of important to give artists, whether they're up and coming or more established, just that freedom to use different elements of different things. I do understand there is a line. Like it's a bit, I'm sort of kind of juggling with that at the moment, whereas like a brand is a little bubble. If it's something you've kind of put your blood, as you said, put your blood, sweat and tears into a actual brand for, 5+ years, it's kind of daunting, like giving away every aspect of that for people to remix and reuse and do whatever they want with. But when it comes to the art, like I'm definitely a big fan of that. Like when it comes to music and art and that type of thing, like I really have no issue with anyone using any music that I. Excuse my daughter, about to choke on a glass of water. You right, Bob? You okay? Yeah, but definitely. Like I've been the same since I've started Little Bubble. Like everybody DMs and asks if they could use the music in their intros and their Twitch channels and that type of thing. And like I've always just been, go for it. So yeah, CC0 in terms of music, I'm all for it.
I love that. And I know your daughter is she okay? Is she fine?
She's okay. Just water. She's good.
That's fine. That's fine.
I still do that. No, I'm way older, so I think it's okay.
No, but the whole point, I think, what inspired this idea was, if we're gonna create, I want to say, this is like from Prop 190 by Nouns minting, artwork sponsored by the DAO and sort of getting that revenue idea solidified in the ecosystem. To me, it just became obvious that sooner or later, and I know people have been tweeting about this, but sooner or later we are going to be some sort of like a commission house where you get great artists, you give them the resources they need to do great art, and then we put that great art on the open market and see what happens. So maybe just to drop some some alpha to talk about the now stuff that we're doing is that we have a lot of stuff happening in NAS, of course, but this one is mainly to look at having NAS play more outside the extreme sports, more so on the fringes of extreme sports. And we did realize that music and extreme sports is essentially bread and butter, or butter and bread, so you cannot really separate it. But I know some people like their bread with peanut, but anyway, you get the idea, is that you cannot separate these two ideas. So we're looking at how we can bridge that by having some grants to artists, musicians especially, create some art that is CC0, and then that is free to use, whether Adidas uses it, whether the Noun Square uses it in a video. So for us, that approach looks to be more nounish and very good at proliferating this. And hopefully down the line we could be able to do some more videos with Lil Bubble. I mean, whenever the Lil Bubble video comes out, it's assured. It's a very high level of proliferation, views on YouTube, Twitter. I mean, if you look at that some Bankman-Fried track that came out, I don't know how long, but I want to ask you this: how long did it take you to do that SBF remix? Like, how easy is it to do these remixes?
The remixes are actually a really cool new kind of avenue that I only recently discovered. I kind of need to do more of those because, to be honest, they take maybe an hour. Or I might spend an hour on the music and then maybe an hour on the video, as opposed to like producing a full polished song and then going out and finding someone to film a music video and stuff.
It takes me an hour just to upload like any video to YouTube, and I'm not even.
I was gonna say.
This guy's a master.
So yeah, they're super quick.
We need to up our game.
Right. Sorry, continue, Bubble.
That's it. That's me. 1 hour. 1 hour boy. Little 1 hour.
Really like that. Yeah, but yeah, we're really excited about this, and I think once this proposal goes through, we're hoping that the small grants team can be able to pick it up and we get some logos in high quality. And I think me and Bubba were actually talking about like the costs of making music videos and what it costs in different parts of the world. Looking at the talent that is available. But it's an interesting perspective, and like if we could have nouns, and it's so funny. Like when the year started, one of the key things like I wanted to, if we can have nouns visions or maybe those bad light glasses in some music videos, just like how when you watch all those videos from Atlanta, you see them have Beats by Dre and stuff like that. There's always that shot at the I think like 4th second mark on the intro where they show the model wearing maybe holding that Beats by Dre Peel speaker. So it's interesting. Like if we could also treat nouns like that, we could have something nice going on here. So I'm interested. I mean, I'm interested to see where this goes. I'm excited.
Yeah, that's definitely the vision that I had, and I think the Lil Bubble brand and the Nouns brand kind of gel really well together, both being all about the memes and the remix culture and that type of thing. So yeah, I'm keen to kind of do more and more in the nounverse. Nounish. What is there a word for this? Nouniverse. Nouniverse.
You nailed it.
I got it. Yeah. So yeah, I think that would be really
First
cool.
try.
Yeah, and maybe something else I wanted to add to this is for on the GNAS side, something that we are still trying to talk about with a super tight Woody is that when Bubbles tracks are released CC0, they'll also be available on nounsounds.wtf, such as the stems of the tracks and like any other stuff that is in the track, so that people who want to play with it more, people want to remix it. I'm just trying to convince Woody if we could do like a remix contest, like it would be cool. So I know Babu is going to do some original music for this. So to see how the internet can take it on and remix it a bit more, it can be an interesting perspective on how, you keep building on top of this brand, building on top of nouns and keep leveraging the logos to do great stuff. I don't know, am I rugged?
No, I think we were all just basking in what you just said.
No, I can.
It was great.
Waiting for a little Bubble to
make sure we're right. But yeah, I just want to thank Babu for coming onto the space. It's really nice chatting with you, and yeah, I can't wait to get this nounish music out here, and then we see what happens. I'm excited.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. Appreciate the call up, and yeah, anytime. Glad to be here, and I'll be here many times in the future, no doubt.
Thank you for joining while feeding your little one as well. Appreciate that.
I was going to say that's fantastic.
We got through it.
I've joined many a space recently while feeding a newborn, so I get it. And so far he hasn't started like crying in the middle of a sentence. So I mean, we're doing good. He gets it. He's ready for show business. I wanted Boney to come up. I invited Boney up because he had a special open edition. He's actually promising a lot of utility with this edition. So I wanted to hear everything about that. But I don't know. He wouldn't come up. Maybe he's in the shower. I mean, probably he's in the shower. So
almost guaranteed.
Well, when is he not?
He's in the bone zone.
Right. He's very clean. He's a very clean guy. For someone who lives in the bone zone, he's a pretty clean guy. Gotta say.
Well, when you live in the bone zone, you need a lot of showers. It's just it comes with the territory.
That's right.
Looks great as a banner.
What else is new? I know there's at least one other thing that's new. Wondering if anyone's going to bring it up.
I mean, there's something that we're talking about tomorrow night that I really wanted to bring up now, but I'm resisting.
I think it's okay. I think you're allowed. You can drip.
Aptoshi's prop went up for Nouns on the Ground.
Heyo, Aptoshi has.
And I'm unreasonably hyped about it.
Oh yeah, crazy, audacious, amazing, like full year mandate for Nouns on the Ground. So we're gonna be partying and celebrating that prop going up tomorrow, because Aptoshi is a meaningful member of this team, and I'm sure has impacted many of you here, and basically looking for a mandate to keep doing what she does best, which is throwing amazing IRL Nounish events all over the world. So read that prop.
Aptoshi might be joining the space with this type of setup that I've got right here. Mostly because I'm getting on a bus to go visit Aptoshi at 11 a.m.
I see. All right. I told you we'd get some alpha on this space, so I didn't think that it was going to be like Greyhound. I didn't think it was going to be like Greyhound bus related alpha, honestly. But here it is. Sometimes things come on a bus, and that's all right.
I think this prop is the most well organized, most detailed. How can I say, the most beautiful prop. Do we have like a?
It's really good.
It's
it
really nice,
incorporates so many nice visual elements. Whereas there was a prop recently that was all images, and that was a bit too much, because then you lose all of the context of the actual words, and it can't be searched, and it's really actually not even on chain at that point because the images can be changed. So there's problems with that. But the amount of imagery that she included here, I thought was really good, and really it was a good job of making it easy to read, and also just letting everyone know everything that has been done already in 2022 as well. So. Yeah.
If you haven't seen the prop yet, if you haven't seen the video for the prop yet, I just pinned the tweet up to the Jumbotron above, because I forget what is it called? The Nest?
The Nest.
And Aptoshi has been working on this for so long, and she made a prop video that starts like every 90s sitcom going, "Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here." So with an opening like that, it's going to be good, and it is. It's fantastic. I'm so unreasonably hyped. Like, I actually unreasonably hyped. I have nothing to do with this prop. I don't know why I'm this excited about it.
Because she's
excited to see everything go around the world. Yeah.
Just admit it, RFG. She's paying for your bus ticket. That's why you're shilling for her. This is
probably.
That's not untrue, but
see, I knew
I'd get to
the bottom of things here.
Listen, I am a fan of this prop, independent of Sugar Toshi.
Sugar Toshi. It's a new Toshi. We talked about
that one's actually been around for a while. Sheffo and I passed that one back and forth pretty regularly.
we did talk about maybe having a different Toshi on as the guest every day this week. So we just wouldn't announce which guest it was, and then she would just show up as Nap Toshi or, Food Toshi or Prop Toshi, whoever she was feeling like that day. But I guess we could.
On a different one of her 17 Twitter accounts or however many she's got.
That's right. Anyhow, we shouldn't talk about it anymore because people are gonna, they're gonna get too excited. They won't be able to sleep. So that's tomorrow, and we're at a weird time, at least in North America here, where saying tomorrow live on 9 o'clock is kind of confusing because it is tomorrow, but it's like, it's actually, it's Thursday, which is tomorrow, but we kind of feel like it's still Tuesday. So it's a bit confusing. Anyway, it's tomorrow, meaning early morning Thursday. And we've got Boney. Boney's definitely going to join us because he's going to bring the Bone Zone to the Prop Toshi party. I know it.
Mr. Boney, everyone's dying to know.
Wait,
hey, everyone.
Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Robot Fish Girl, we need some music made for this contest for the next time, but time for us to play. Is Mr. Boney in the shower or not? All right. Without any prior knowledge, Davin, what is your final answer? Is Mr. Boney tonight joining from the shower?
He's not in the shower. I'm going to go with not in the shower.
Bold answer. Let's find out. Mr. Boney, are you in the shower or are you normal today?
Wrong answer.
Oh,
oh my God!
Answer, Davin, nice. And And unfortunately, Davin, it looks like you wagered. It looks like you wagered all of your Nomo bucks, unfortunately. And we wish you the best of luck next time, Mr. Boney.
Hey!
Tell us take a break from soaping yourself and tell us about your special edition.
Yeah, no, I wasn't in the shower. I was just doing the old tap trick again. Yeah, so hey
I'm not giving Davin's Nomo bucks. Sorry.
Hey everyone. Yeah, good to see a little bubble up here. Hey, little bubble. Hope you're well. You got the little
I hope
you're going on,
mate. Yeah, that is a little bubble screaming, running around the backyard in a helmet. So she wanted to go outside.
Nice.
How are you, mate? I hope you're better than the last time I saw you. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. Look, don't go spreading any vicious rumors about Mr. Boney here, please.
That was real Bone Zone.
Oh no, please do.
What happens at NFT Fest stays at NFT Fest. Yeah, so the open edition, let's just change the subject real quick. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw, but maybe yesterday or the day before, Jack Butcher did an open edition Pepe edition of like a banner of Pepe the Frog. I think it's sort of inspired by Batsu and his geometric Pepes. So I sort of saw, I guess, an opportunity to, remix as I do. And, did a little remix of Jack Butcher's open edition / banner of just a little bony character. And PSA, no utility. Just want to make that clear to anyone listening. I know Toadie.
That's not what I was told. That's not what I was told.
Tried to spill some alpha before. But yeah, no utility apart from the usual community vibes and of course the art itself. It was a free.
It kind of looks like, that TikTok channel where they put everything in a hydraulic press. This kind of looks like you put yourself in a hydraulic press.
Oh yeah, it does.
Will Boney press?
Yeah.
Well, it turns out yes, he will. He'll press himself into a bone open edition.
Yeah, that's how he died. So no, it was super successful. Like it was crazy. Like Jack retweeted it and of course, he has like a zillion followers, and so after that, it just kind of went nuts. Just over 9,000 were minted. And I'm just looking at the OpenSea now, and it seems to sort of be ticking along on secondary, which is also kind of scary because, like, I hope people aren't buying them to.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
You can make as many disclaimers as you want.
Yeah, I know.
You don't know what you got yourself into.
Yeah.
Toadie's been learning this the hard way recently.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been following along in the Noun O'Clock Discord.
Why?
I mean, let me clarify. I'm not learning anything the hard way. I had nothing to do with that drop, and I had nothing to learn. But
Yes.
I did think it would be kind of cool to try to redirect some of the energy in a way that makes sense and sort of introduces people to why you would want to stick around in nouns, even if it wasn't what you expected. But
Yeah,
anyway,
sure.
That's an aside. Hopefully, you don't get any
No.
people with pitchforks out for you for the Bone Pen edition.
I think the difference here is that the open edition was a free mint, so it's just the OpenSea secondary sales that make me a little bit uneasy. But I've tried to sort of, I guess, do my best in letting everyone know that they're not going to reveal or that sort of thing.
Hey, that's all you can do. And I think if you just keep your Bone Pen in your bone zone, you should be fine. No one will come for you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's generally good advice.
Yeah. So Aptoshi is coming down under as well.
I mean, it all depends. If you vote yes on the prop, then maybe so.
Yeah, true. I would love to see that. It would be really awesome to have her down here doing her thing. Especially at South by Southwest. I'd love to check it out.
Yeah, the list of events is pretty cool. If you haven't seen the prop yet, go check it out. They've got Nouncella on there. And in fact, rather than South by Southwest, she's renamed it Noun by Noun West, which I think has a nice ring to it.
Yes, absolutely.
Noun by Noun West.
Love it.
Lots of cool events. And one thing that's really neat about their plan for 2023, should it be approved and funded, is that it's a good mixture of both crypto events and just like lifestyle events. Which in talking with Aptoshi is really important as sort of a step towards actually finding people who don't know anything about crypto and seeing if nouns can appeal to them in a certain way. And honestly, Aptoshi is better at that than anyone I've ever seen. Like how she can just go out on the street and talk to people about, like, I don't even like to talk to my actual friends about crypto because and she will just talk to a stranger on the street about this. So I think she's the perfect ambassador to go to.
It's genuinely like I need to reinforce that because I don't think people realize how incredible it is to watch. Anyone will talk to her, and it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how she does it, but she can walk up to anybody, and where most people will just like, you'd expect people, if you're like going around on the street just talking to people, you're going to expect most of them to like roll their eyes and kind of just ignore you. Nobody ignores her. It's ridiculous.
That's been my experience, yes, for most of my life. So yeah, I totally get it. Lots of eyes rolling. I've actually learned sort of an adaptation to roll my eyes in the other direction so that I can maintain eye contact with people.
Maintain equilibrium.
It really freaks them. It really freaks them out. But anyway, suffice to say, I'm excited for what Aptoshi is going to be doing, and I hope it does. I hope it does pass. Hopefully, I mean, people have seen what she did recently with the Rose Parade. And how she really brought that to life. No shade at Stupid Buddy. They did an awesome job, obviously, on their part of it as well. But the two teams melding together to really like build the thing, and then also just to build the hype around the thing was pretty awesome to see. So I'm sure that the DAO will get lots of value out of that sort of thing in 2023. But alas, we will talk about this lots tomorrow night, so we've probably talked about it enough. Lil Bubble, if we could get you to leave us with one thought or something that's coming up that you're excited about, what would that be?
Oh, I'm the worst person for this and never have anything to say.
It's all right. Well, where would you send people to sort of follow along? Should they follow you? What's
Just follow
account?
me on Twitter.
Is that the
Yeah,
best one?
I'm the most active on Twitter, as most of us here would be. Anybody interested in all the previous music videos can find those on YouTube. And yeah, that's about it. Anybody that's interested in following along my Nouns Fork NFT collection, which should be coming early this year, that Twitter account is Bubs WTF. Bubs WTF.
So it's called Bubs?
Bubs.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Bubs. Nice. And is it going to be pixel art, or can you
It
spill
is,
on the
yeah.
alpha?
So if you're looking at my current PFP right now, similar style. So full body pixel art little characters based on
very cool.
Yeah, they're all based on characters and outfits and accessories that have featured in previous Little Bubble work, which is kind of fun. Plus some Nounish traits thrown in the mix.
You got to talk to Carambonia. He's got a prop up right now, Prop 201, made to make a bunch of sprites, game sprites for.
Oh, I did
Nouns.
see that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I could totally see your PFP being done as an animated sprite and being pretty dope. So maybe there's something you guys could collab on.
Definitely, for sure.
By the way, already a 30 ETH bid on this Jupiter noun. Wow. Somebody was just chomping at the bit for a planetary noun.
Pretty sure that's beautiful NFTs.
Is it beautiful NFTs? Is it Little Bubble?
I think so.
We'll never know.
Well, there's 22 nouns in the wallet.
Have you ever seen beautiful NFTs and Little Bubble in the same room? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right.
Thank you.
That's Will Price.
You'll never know.
Is it Will Price? Or it's
yeah,
one
100%.
of the two. Yeah, I think Beautiful only has 11 or 12 nouns, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Not only. That's a good chunk of nouns. Just not 22. Speaking of the videos on your YouTube, which people can find by going to youtube.com/@littlebubble, which one should we play out? I have a couple things to do, POAP and a couple draws, but curious to know what your favorite song is or which one you think we should play on the way out. If it's okay to do that.
My most recent video should be the lyric video for my original song called Dump. That one is probably the most, Dump, DUMP. A little song about the recent market events. There's a music video for that one dropping soon as well.
That's awesome. Cool. So I'm going to play that one out once we're done here. In the meantime, RFG, do we have a POAP ready to go?
We do have a POAP ready to go. POAP stands for proof.
Are your fingers ready for this game?
Mine aren't. POAP stands for Proof of Attendance Protocol, and it proves that you were here at this space. If you don't have it already, go to poap.xyz, download the app. Once you have done that, you can just click the Mint button in the bottom right-hand corner, and then you tap Secret Word. And today's secret word is Smaller Bubble 23. That is SMALLERBUBBLE 23.
Okay. Now for the really fun game. You get to count to 1,000, but not in order. And also while trying to host a space at the same time. And
it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
And also while not timing out like yesterday where I gave up and didn't get my own POAP. But yeah, so I was asked actually by Patricio for some feedback on the game today. And I did sort of tell him what the feedback has been, which is that it's not so bad, but maybe it could only go to 500 instead of to 1,000, because it can feel a little bit oppressive. And I've noticed that our POAP claims have gone down, which I know is the point because they don't want people to farm. But I can't help but think.
Yeah, nobody's farming this. You can't farm it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could with like Chat GPT or something. I don't know. I'm sure Chat GPT
I
could
doubt
probably
it.
do what I'm doing right now faster than I'm doing it. That's for sure.
Okay, that one seemed to take a shorter amount of time than it usually does, and I'm wondering if they lowered the amount of bubbles you have to tap.
Still too long.
Interestingly, he said today,
it's still way too long.
He did
That
say
was
today
ridiculous.
that they found that people can do them faster the third and fourth day. And I mean, to his credit, I was able to do it today while hosting the show without timing out, but it still wasn't fun. So yeah, maybe we can get them to just lower the skill cap on that a little bit. We promise we aren't robots or farmers. We'll talk more with Patricio on that and see if we can lower the difficulty level just a little bit. Like that's a higher skill cap game than Nomo now, I think. I mean, what do you think?
There are quite a few games that are a higher skill cap than Nomo, but yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Nomo is a fantastic game because it's easy to learn and hard to master. Where it's not difficult to play at all. This game is difficult to play. Nomo's not difficult to play. It's just difficult to twitch.
By master, Girl means plugging a mouse into every USB port on her computer and then clicking with all of her toes and fingers at the same time. That's how she's choosing every Nomo.
Yeah.
Here first.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm still not fast enough to get the first one ever.
No, you're so happy. You're so happy with your Nomo minting that you're like, aha, I've done it again. And then Al swoops in.
And then Al swoops in and gets number one. And, do you have any idea how many Nomo number twos I have? I'm not bitter.
You can,
all right, I have a couple
send those
draws
all
to
to
do.
Lord Semi-Sullen.
That's right. Hope he's feeling better. I have a couple winners to announce as well. So if I can get a drum roll from RFG, I'm going to do first the draw for one of the passive-aggressive thumbs up commenters from last night. I've got it up. It's ready. Don't have to be in the space for this one. Lily D. At Lily D. She's always around, he or she. Congratulations, you won 0.069 ETH for being passive aggressive. Thank you very much. We're so happy for you. And now for the 0.069 ETH just for coming tonight and retweeting the room. First one I have, hopefully they're in the room. At Shutinel. It's a human being in the picture. Should be easy to find in this room. Let's see if we can find them. Yep. I think I see him. Ollie down here. Ollie, congratulations. You won 0.069 ETH just for retweeting the room. We really appreciate it. Please send us a DM with your wallet to confirm, and we will make sure you get put on the list to be paid your prize. All right. So is there anything else, RFG, that I missed? Oh, yes, there is. I'm answering my own question. There is a prop house starting tomorrow. We talked a little earlier. Yeah, we talked a little earlier with Mr. Boney about his open edition. Well, Nouns had their own open edition not that long ago. And it was a video version of This Is Nouns. It went a little crazy. It got on some charts. People minted it, maybe not always knowing exactly what it was. And some people were kind of surprised to find out that it wasn't some kind of Nouns reveal, PFP, etc. Suffice to say, there was just a lot of confusion around it. There was no ill intention, no mistake on the part of the DAO. Really, the DAO was just minting a commemorative edition of something that it thought the community might want to mint to remember, and it just got out of hand because of bots and alpha callers and all that stuff. However, in an effort to try to make some lemonade out of lemons, me and the indomitable index card, Modrovsky, decided to try to see if we could organize a little prop house round so that people who bought that token and were introduced to Nouns that way can participate in Prop House. It's going to be a challenge. We're going to do a tweet out tomorrow with the details, but it's going to be a challenge essentially to try to proliferate the video itself as the meme. So here in Nouns, a lot of times most challenges, most prop houses are around proliferating the nouns meme itself. So we thought, let's make it a microcosm of nouns and actually have a challenge to proliferate the actual video, the This Is Nouns video, as a prop house round. Seneca, to his credit, has a program that will give funding from their budget to any nouners to do a mandated round of their choosing. So Modrovsky and myself, on behalf of Ugly, are basically using up our nouner round to have 2 ETH put up for this and see how it goes. So if it goes well, then there's always a possibility in the future that we could do an on-chain prop or something to do a bigger round where, This Is Noun holders could vote, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm honestly just curious to see what happens from it, and we'll have more details coming out about that tomorrow. And hopefully, if you have some ideas to proliferate that video and get it out there in front of people, because that was the point of it being funded in the first place, then you'll have a chance to put those in the prop house round.
Awesome.
That is that. So without further ado, I'm going to play you guys out with the song that I was asked to play. If I can find which one of my many YouTube tabs is the correct one. This one's called Dump, an original song by Lil Bubble. Enjoy it on the way out tonight, and we will see you back here tomorrow on the Noun Square. Thank you, Lil Bubble, for joining us.
Money printer been running too hot. The Fed just pumped it and coincidentally sold out the top. Wow. Gave us that transitory story, disregarded the warnings. That M2 money chart be looking like a jack in the box. Got the CPI hot, got the PPI hot. You curves inverts and the bubble gonna pop. Is it ever gonna drop? JP's gotta face the noise. Stage fright, rate hike, few basis points. Inflation, major pain, better make the choice. The Fed talks, spread hawks, better race the boys. They came to play the same and the aim avoid that in the pledge win. So we remain employed. Let it dump. Dump, 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 dump. Every day's the same. Wake up and I check. If the Fed gon' pivot, is it over? Cause I'm wrecked. We got Kathy writing letters, losing all respect. And my ledger's getting heavy like a noose around my neck. Don't qualms spread bad terror, a real ass terror.
Too real.
Rules in the back, it's a bad debtor. You be black mad snacks in your black sweater. Sub-zero flow, that's some bad weather. But you never expect Tether to better protect. Cheddar the best investment in retrospect. Whether you're in BTC or GBP, beat the dust, Dixie up, pump USD and let it dump, 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 dump. Got free. That's mainstream media, not me. Gonna scream if I see another puff piece. At least report on a criminal prop. Goddamn. No remorse, yeah. Let me guess. Money talk, so we can't confess. They wanna hear a couple words on FTX. Yeah, sure. Fuck SBF.
Yeah.
Dump, 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 dump. Fuck SBF, yeah, yeah. Fuck the Bears, yeah, yeah. Fuck the Fed, yeah, yeah.
You're right in that pocket.
Amazing. I just planned to do a little clip of that, and I couldn't stop playing it because it was too good, too on the nose, too amazing. Thank you, Lil Bubble. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Now I have no music to play us out, but I think it was worth it.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.